Makes sense.
Well, I want to tell you all, thanks. It has been super inspiring getting to hang out with all of you tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your songs with me. It makes me really, really feel honored to be here. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna play one last song for you. I'm gonna unplug and before we finish up this here concert officially, we're gonna sing one together. But I will also give a suggestion. I think that there is way too much talent in this room right now for you all not to just have just a little songwriting club hang where you are sharing songs once a month and writing and helping each other become better and better songwriters and inspiring each other. You all are writing from really honest and real places, and I write a whole lot of songs, and I was pretty damn blown away by everything I heard tonight. So you deserve to be writing with each other and pushing each other and pushing each other to come out with more and more stuff. If I were living here and I were assembling that songwriter group, this is the assignment that I would give for that first session. I would say to write a song about the most embarrassed, shitty moment of your life in which you were a character that actually was really not cool. I'm gonna share mine with you right now. This is a song that I wrote after chasing a girl down to North Carolina to try and convince her to move back to Boston with me. She said no. And I wrote this song. It's called Desperate Plea from the Heart of a Shithead. I find myself lost for the first time. All of the moments I had to myself, I now spent picturing you. But I am not cross, and this ain't a goodbye. I am convinced that you one day will realize the pain that you're putting me through. Yeah, I worked on a farm, met a girl with a charm in a stable. We'd laugh all the time, drank our cranberry wine in a fable. And her lips tasted sweet, and I loved her as much as I was able. But I could not fall when I recall how when you and I would walk down the street, the sky would tuck itself round our heads, and all of the people we'd meet would come to life in the story we'd set. And I just don't know when this will happen again. If you are not set intractably forward with your cool boyfriend, your job, and your home, it's a 5-hour trip if you fly. You could come live with me down here in the basement. It's cold in the winter, wet in the summer, but I know that we could get by. Yeah, I went into town, I met a girl in a gown at a bar. She was smart, talked about our drink, her champagne and ate caviar. of her stretch Cadillac fancy car. But I could not fall when I'd recall how when you and I figured it out, the time was just space for our breath. It would tangle and spiral and soar past the trees that all swayed round our heads. And I just don't know when this will happen again. At this point in the song, at this point in the evening, as I was trying to woo this gal, I think this was the moment that I realized I wasn't gonna get her. Refusing to quit, I reached deep into my bag. This last verse represents my final pitch. Throwing everything I got on the table. If I could just say, no, I'm a shithead. I know it's me that took off and left you, but I was just anxious and dumb. I don't know what I've learned. I still march to a dyslexic drummer. Maybe I just needed some time to myself to write all the songs that I've sung. 'Cause I've traveled throughout this whole world. I lived without and within. I read newspapers and books, learned how heroes and crooks lose and win. I even tried me some drugs, and I still ain't found love. Then again, I start to fall when I recall you and I standing alone, with the glowing sun closing its eyes, as we'd melt into one in the dark and make our own mountains and skies. And my beat up guitar sounds like rain as it pours out the soul of the world, which is filled with regrets and mistakes in the hearts of a fella and girl. And it all breathes in time to this song, in flashes of blistering red. It will find you wherever you are, and wrap itself around both our heads. 'Cause I just don't know when this will happen again.